Hey, what's up, my nerds? I'm Chasen,
And I'm Air Bear.
and you are just in time for your weekly dose of nerd news. Clink!
Today is January 5th, and this is what happened this week. So, Avatar, I'm going to start off with movies.
Yes.
Avatar continues to break records. It has passed the 1.5 billion mark globally. That number is since yesterday, January 4th, becoming the #1 worldwide release of 2022, taking over Top Gun Maverick, which topped out at 1.498 billion. So it has passed that. And globally, it is the 12th biggest release ever, overtaking Frozen. And #1 on that list of globally biggest releases ever was Avatar #1.
Well, there we go. Very nice, very nice. Which is really cool, because I know that 2 billion was the number that they were throwing out there as the break-even number. So I am glad that they're just about there, I guess.
Yeah.
And they got there so quickly. So nice, very very nice. Well, speaking of big movie news, and movies doing really well, Glass Onion, or Knives Out 2, as some people are calling it, rightfully so. But Glass Onion.
There's some debate about that.
There's some debate, but when I saw Knives Out 2, I did get confused. I was like, oh, what? So there's a Knives Out 2? Like, that's coming out after Glass Onion? They're bringing those characters back, like breaking them out of jail or something? I don't know.
Bringing them back to life.
Right. Well, in any case, whatever you want to call it, Glass Onion, Knives Out 2. That has is doing really well. So as far as Netflix is concerned, because that's where it's streaming, Netflix bought the rights and everything, so it's just streaming on Netflix. It is the third most watched film on Netflix. So it's surpassed 127 million million hours of viewing, and it is third behind Red Notice, which is at 364 million, and Don't Look Up, 359 million. But it's still got some time to catch up. Like, it's off to a really good start, and yeah, so doing big things on Netflix.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Black Panther: Wakanda Forever will be coming to Disney Plus February 1st, so we will be able to rewatch it then. But also, it has broken another record as far as the highest grossing female-led superhero movie. I'm not sure which one was previously the highest grossing female-led superhero movie. I can only think
Wonder
of
Woman?
2 other ones. Yeah, Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
But it is now the highest.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Cool stuff.
That is cool. Very, very good. All right. Okay, so a trailer just dropped today for Renfield, which is Nicolas Cage playing Dracula. For some people, that's enough. Like, just that right there. I know when I heard that, I was like, let's watch this trailer. And if that's enough for you, it is rated R. So I don't know if you'll be watching it, but the trailer seems fun. I will say that. You did watch the trailer.
Yep.
And would you agree with that?
Yeah, I like the trailer.
Yeah.
The movie seems like it's fun. I think it's going to be rated R because of probably for goriness.
Yeah, probably. Although
And
they didn't show
probably
that
language.
in the trailer.
They don't typically
Show the goriness? I guess.
show the goriness. Like typically,
Remember Cocaine Bear?
yes, I guess they did there. But what I have found, because I don't know, I feel like they want the trailers to be able to be viewed by a wide audience, and your kid may be sitting in the room, and then that way you don't
Possibly.
have to turn it off.
Yeah. And I'm totally not related to this, but I was, while doing the research, I came across, and it's not in the news, but I guess it is now, but I came across somebody who was suing some movie company because of false advertisement for their trailer. And long story short, and that was my reaction too. Long story somewhat short is the trailer showed like footage that didn't make it into the the movie. So they had an actress or actor in there that they wanted to see, and they went to see it. The actor wasn't there because they cut it out.
Okay.
And yeah, for those reasons, it's like a false advertising. So I'm wondering, you go to a movie like based on that trailer. I feel like that would be a movie that you could see, like based on the trailer, because they didn't show the gore, like they showed the actors looking away as if they didn't show it. And I was just wondering, if you were in that theater and blood was all over the place, to be like, that's not the movie we signed up for, and we'd be suing them, because apparently you can do that.
Doesn't mean you're gonna get any money.
I don't know, class action lawsuits. Anyway, really far in left field. Hey, if you like Nicolas Cage and you like Dracula, I would say check out the trailer. It seems fun. Your girl Awkwafina's in it. The dude who played Beast from Days of Future Past.
Oh.
X-Men.
Okay.
He's in it as well.
You said Beast when you were watching it, and I thought you were talking about the actor who played Beast in Beauty and the Beast, the live action remake. I looked over and I was like, if you say so.
I don't think so. He's a lot less furry.
So, yeah.
Check
Nicolas
it out.
Cage.
Nicolas Cage, Dracula seems like fun.
But it's not called Dracula. It's called Renfield.
It's called Renfield. Yes.
All right. So HBO.
In TV news.
Yes. In TV news, HBO has continuing in its drama.
Restructuring?
Sure,
Would you call it?
restructuring.
Okay. A nice word for what's happening.
With the Warner Brothers, Warner Brothers, Discovery, merger, restructuring, all of that. It is now dropping about half of their Looney Tunes shorts and their Flintstones from their HBO streaming service. So it was 256 Looney Tunes shorts, which I think are just 256 episodes, because all of them are pretty short. And I don't know what they're considering a short for Looney Tunes. And then seasons 4 through 6 of Flintstones, leaving only seasons 1 through 3. So half of the Flintstones episodes removed. And some have mentioned how, I haven't seen the other things that they have dropped, but it seems like animation is taking a hit. I don't know.
Interesting.
The other things that have dropped that I've seen that they've removed haven't been animation, but I think that they said that the new owner of Warner Brothers Disney, like somebody in charge, may not be as impressed with animation as some nerds maybe.
Interesting. All right. Well, there we go. And we have, I think you had the announcement last time about Flash airing its final season. And so that's going to be getting February 9th? February 8th.
Oh, it's just this week. That didn't come up when I was looking for things. Okay.
It's because we're in January.
Oh, that's why it wouldn't come up. Because we're a month ahead.
You know.
Okay.
But I love you. And The Flash is showing some love to some of their past cast members. So I'm not going to spoil who may be coming back. But you can expect to see some familiar faces in that final season of The Flash. So if you're a fan, check it out.
And if you want to know who, you can look it up.
Of course, yeah. Google's a thing. So don't get any spoilers.
Okay, so Disney has announced, so previously in San Diego Comic-Con, or during San Diego Comic-Con, it might have was another convention too, or another convention instead of San Diego Comic-Con, but previously Disney announced they listed some shows that were going to be coming out, that were Marvel shows on Disney Plus. They were going to be streaming. Well, recently they have in their blog post, released only 3 shows, or released the titles of 3 shows that they're going to be airing or coming out this season. And the shows they listed were Secret Invasion, Loki Season 2, and Ironheart. Those were the only shows they listed. However, previously, throughout the year, they have mentioned other shows that will come out this year, such as What If Season 2.
Oh.
Which was, I forget when that was supposed to come out. Echo, which was supposed to come out the fall of this...
2023?
Yeah, the fall of this year. And Echo, for those of you who don't know, is the show... It's going to be, I guess, a spinoff. I don't know if you would call it a spinoff, but it includes a character who was in the Hawkeye show.
Oh, Echo. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she's getting her own show. X-Men 97.
That was one that I'm excited about. I mean, Echo as well.
Yeah. So X-Men 97 was supposed to be coming out, and Echo, I think, was having either filming issues or like some sort of producing, like
logistics.
Yeah, something like that. And then Agatha Coven of Chaos was something that they've previously announced as coming out in 2023. That did not show up in this list of things that they said as far as Marvel things that would be coming out.
Interesting.
And the thought is maybe they are reducing the number so that the others can shine a little bit more, because last year there were quite a lot of Marvel shows that came out. So many so that we didn't even watch, I think 2 of them.
Yeah, I think there were 2 that we didn't watch.
Yeah. And we normally watch everything Marvel. Everything Star Wars.
Yeah.
We did watch everything Star Wars.
We did.
Except there's one show that we haven't watched. I don't think it's on Disney Plus. Yeah, I think it's Resistance. We tried.
We did.
We tried.
We watched it, didn't finish it.
Yeah.
Didn't get too far. And What If? I said that I was interested in a couple. I am very interested in What If Season 2.
Yeah, definitely. And what if... okay, so I'm wondering, because a lot of what they make and create play into the movies.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how this will affect the movies and the times that the movies are releasing. Or are they having issues with the movies, and so they have to push back the dates of these shows? Because, What If Season 1 was very important and integral in, was it Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
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 It's very important in Doctor Strange. So even though it's an animated show, you wouldn't normally think that with animated things. So I'm wondering if that has something to do with it.
Interesting.
So yeah, there's that.
Okay, moving on to events. Or
no,
because I still have something to talk about.
The last.
That's right. This is the last item. We'll end this section. Last of Us show that's coming to HBO Max, I want to say. It's coming somewhere. Check out a previous video for where. But when it comes closer to dropping, we'll mention where. But what we're talking about today is, according to the co-creator, Druckmann, they're going to be staying close to the source material, meaning they're not going to go outside of the games, which is nice and refreshing to hear that up front, because it doesn't sound like it's just a cash grab, them trying to just milk whatever story they can out of what happened in the games. And really,
especially with that being such a story-driven game.
Right. Yeah, like the story was, I mean, of course, there was game there. Like the game was there. There was, because there's some games that it's just story and the game isn't really that, the gameplay isn't that riveting. Riveting, great story. So they have what the fans love right there. No need to milk it or go beyond what you have there. Just make it a show, okay? And put our man Pedro in there. I'm all for it. Yeah. So that's really cool to hear.
Yeah. And then also when you have these shows that go on forever, like usually by season 6, it's like, okay, we're still
guys,
doing this.
Come on now. Now they have superpowers. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so in events, we're starting off with some sad news. Barbara Walters passed away. Barbara Walters was a news anchor who, like, from my childhood, she is one of the main news people that I remember. She passed away at the age of 93 on December 30th last year, or at the end of the year. She was the first female co-anchor of an evening news program. Also, she was on the Today Show 2020, and she started The View. And like, normally this isn't news that we would
Nerd
cover.
news.
Yeah, this isn't
Yeah.
nerd news. But like, for me, she was such a powerhouse and such a just part of my childhood and part of my life. It was like, didn't feel right not to mention something.
And I allowed it. I mean, I love you. And Barbara Walters was awesome. Left her mark.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of young ladies and young men's lives. So cool. Well, now let's talk about Jeremy Renner, who's alive. Okay, I don't know if that was a bad segue. Jeremy Renner is alive, but he was involved in a snowplow accident a few days ago over the holidays. And while he's recovering now, he suffered from some blunt chest trauma and various orthopedic injuries. So he's on the mend. And apparently some of his Marvel family reached out to him to make sure that they know that, or he knows that they love and support him. So Jeremy Renner is on the mend, but got involved in a pretty bad snowplow accident. Sounds like it started, he was helping out some neighbors. Family members that were caught in the snow. And snowplow got away from him, tried to stop it, actually ran him over. So luckily, he's still with us.
Yep.
So hoping for a very speedy and comfortable recovery.
And I'm wondering if he is doing, like, I'm wondering if he is in, I guess that's phase 5 of Marvel. I hadn't heard anything about him not being in phase 5. Like, there's quite a few actors I heard are not going on with Marvel, parting ways. I'm wondering how that's going to affect filming, because I know, like, I was thinking about in the past other actors who have had a sequel and they've gotten injured in between the they've gotten injured in between the two movies. Yeah. And how they covered that.
Right.
Like one of them was Shia LaBeouf. I forget if it was the Transformer movies.
Yeah, I think
he had like a hand
injury. I think it was Transformers Dark of the Moon, I want to say, or Revenge of the Fallen, but I remember. Yeah, I remember that was a thing.
And then another one was Luke. What is his actual name? Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill is like the main one I usually think of.
That's the one that I was thinking about as well, yeah.
Is that he had an injury.
Really bad car accident.
Yeah, it affected his face. I felt like Harrison Ford had an accident, but I don't know if it was, I know he did have an accident, but I don't think that one, I don't know if he had one in between sequels of movies. But he had a really bad plane accident, I think. Like he flies planes.
Yeah. I was thinking that's kind of like a lifetime in between those sequels. The original and the most recent installations. Yeah. So that's.
Well, I wasn't talking about those two. I thought it happened in between some Indiana Joneses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Did I say Harrison Ford or did I say Indy? Okay.
You said Harrison Ford. I heard Harrison Ford.
To me, he is Han Solo and Indiana Jones. Yeah. Like, that is just who he is. I don't know what else he's done.
He was the president. Get off my plane. He may have said that to him. I wonder if he's ever said that, like, in real life, since he flies a plane. I bet he has. I bet he said that.
He's also, Cowboys and Indians. He's a cowboy.
Oh, yeah, looking for Jake Lonergan. His name's not Jake Lonergan, though. But, yeah.
Yeah. Wait a second. Oh, his name's not Jake Lonergan.
No, he's looking for Jake Lonergan.
Okay. All right.
Jake Lonergan. Daniel Craig was Jake Lonergan.
Oh.
007.
We should probably watch that again.
Okay.
Yeah, because he had the wrists.
He did.
Was it the wrist?
It was the wrist blaster.
Okay.
So I cosplayed as Jake Lonergan.
Which is how you know that
That's
name.
how I know the name. Yeah, Jake Lonergan. I cosplayed as him. Insert picture here. No, those pictures are buried. That was such a bad.
I don't think we even have any
I'm
pictures
glad
of
we
that.
didn't take any pictures.
And I think you only did it because a friend of ours gave you a hat. Indiana
It was
Jones
based on a hat, but you know that's sometimes how cosplay works.
And it was
It's based
like,
on this one thing.
it was like, you like this guy, you have a
I
hat.
have a hat now. I have duct tape. I have, what, 30 minutes on this MARTA train into downtown? Let's make a costume.
So he was on MARTA with cardboard.
It was cardboard.
Cardboard and
duct tape.
duct tape.
And I made it work. I did make it happen. I will say that. It was not happening.
Maybe a Sharpie.
There was a Sharpie involved, yes.
I think only one person recognized you.
You know, in other gaming news, I think one person did recognize me.
Yeah.
Hats off to you, brother.
Whoever that was.
Whoever that was. My name was Hero.
Made you feel better.
He did. He did make me feel better. Oh my gosh. Jake Lonergan.
Yeah. So, in gaming news, Naughty Dog. Did I already mention this?
No.
Did I already mention Naughty Dog?
I don't think so.
Okay. I guess because it's still about the same people. All right. So, Naughty Dog, who makes Crash Bandicoot, Uncharted, that's the name of it, Uncharted, and Last of Us. I'm sure they make some other things too, but I don't know what they are. We haven't
Uncharted
played
is really
them.
good too. Uncharted. I mean, Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot's cool, but Uncharted, another great game.
So Naughty Dog, who makes those games, has released new concept art for the Last of Us multiplayer game. And just as a side note, the Last of Us 10th anniversary is going to be coming up in June, which I did not realize that movie was that old. But we just played it. Well, just played it.
Played it recently, within the last couple of years.
Yeah, we came to know about it
Right.
well after it had been out. Because we heard about it a couple of times and I was like, let's go check that out. It's like the most amazing thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a multiplayer game?
Yeah,
You
so there's a
mentioned
multiplayer game. So that is more the reason
That's the
why
news.
this is news. Is apparently, I guess other people knew that there was going to be a multiplayer game, but
that? Now you know.
now I know that there is
Now
a
you know.
multiplayer game
And now
coming
I
out.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know if we'll be playing it though, because you usually do not like multiplayer games.
No, I don't. Well, I don't like online multiplayer games. So
Oh.
multiplayer games.
Okay.
Like if it's a
You'll be playing a
You and
multiplayer
I.
game as a single player,
yeah.
because it
pretty
won't be
much.
me.
No.
It's not your girl. I will watch
You will watch all night
all night
till you
long.
fall asleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I will not play.
Well,
Unless I can get some of those accessibility
I was just about to
things
say.
that, what was that movie?
God of War?
Ragnarok.
God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah, not movie, game. Yeah.
Yeah.
God of War Ragnarok.
Last week we talked about the accessibilities. God of War Ragnarok won a lot of awards for, I think, music, some other
Yes,
things,
or-
and
yeah.
accessibility. And at first, we were like, okay, let's check these out. They're pretty great.
Yes.
Like we haven't tried them. We haven't tried all of them. We tried
Mm-hmm.
some of them actually.
But like, there's a lot of options.
Yeah, for
Like, not just, you know,
like not just subtitles.
yeah, not just subtitles. Even though I didn't see a way to make the subtitles larger.
they had like options to contrast the
Okay.
color and make it easier to see.
Mhm.
But
They had things that just made it easier to play.
right.
So like things that helped you, like assist with targeting, things that assist with
camera. So you don't
camera.
have to use two sticks.
Oh yeah, things for like finger fatigue.
Not having to mash buttons repeatedly, but long pressing and
Yeah.
and automatically picking things up as you run over them.
what was one? Like the camera thing was the thing that I would need.
That main thing for you.
Because I cannot figure out how to make the camera face in the right direction. Oh, like it gave you like a cue to know when to dodge or parry or different things like that.
And audio, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really good stuff. So
I would give it an award as well.
Yeah, that's bringing more people into the hobby, or at least people who are in the hobby, giving them a way to really experience it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So all for it, all for it. You know what else I'm for?
What else?
Or should I say 5? PlayStation 5 instead of being for it. 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all for it. So, according to PlayStation Boss, that's what it said in the article. I don't know what the title is. I'm assuming it's not just Boss on his desk, but could be.
I mean, when you're the boss of PlayStation,
you can do that. Yeah. Actually, that would be cool. Jim Ryan mentioned that the PlayStation 5 shortage is effectively over. So, if you really want a PlayStation and have the money, you should be able to get it. So, I know that's been a thing for a long time. Sounds like someone up top says that the drought is over, folks. What are you saying? The key is if you have the money.
You got
the money, dollar bills, yo.
I looked it up for your birthday. I was looking at, because I was thinking, well, first I was looking to see if God of War 2 or God of War Ragnarok was out.
It was.
It was. And then I was like, I wonder if you can get a PlayStation 5. I don't know if you could play. I didn't know at that point if you could play on PlayStation 4. I was like, I wonder if you can get it. And looked at it. I remember it being over $500. And I was like, I love them.
Over $500 love them now.
But I mean, he's got a working machine over there.
I do.
And it can play on the PS4.
Decision made.
Yeah,
Save $500.
I'll just get the game. Say, what is that? 400. Can't do the math. $440. $450.
Plus shipping, maybe.
Yeah. So yeah.
I think that was a good choice.
So maybe, hopefully, the price will go down. It's not happening.
But you can get one if you have the money.
And are willing to spend it. All right, so movies releasing this week. This is going to be in between. I have the wrong dates on here. It's going to be in between this Thursday and next Thursday. These are the movies and shows that will be releasing. So first off will be Megan, which I have not watched the preview for because it looked scary, like it would freak me out. Not super scary, but it looked like it would just...
Creepy.
It's
PG-13.
Creepy.
So, for what that's worth. Yeah, Megan, so,
the... killer doll robot thing.
AI thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those.
If that's your thing.
That will be coming to theaters tomorrow, January 6th.
That's tomorrow.
Yes.
That is tomorrow. And coming out next week on Netflix is a TV show, Kung Fu Panda, The Dragon Knight. Season 2. I didn't see season 1, but it has Jack Black in it, so that's cool. Jack Black. And the voice of his father. I can't think of the actor's name.
It's right there.
But James Hong. Well, there we go. Both of them are from the movie, so it's always nice to see.
Yeah.
Or nice to
hear.
That
kind of makes me think that it's a higher quality.
It's legit.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
You didn't just get randos to voice people.
Although, no, that's absolutely true.
Yeah, I was trying to think. There is well, you know what? Clone Wars. Clone Wars did not get Obi-Wan or Christian Haydenson.
Yeah.
They did not get them to voice their characters, but it was legit.
Made a good choice. I don't know if it was a better choice than getting the two of them. But I guess the difference between that is Kung Fu Panda, the movie, was animated.
That's true. Yes.
So they already had... I guess I'd call Jack Black a voice actor. they already had voice actors for the role,
Mm-hmm.
and going from film to animated, as far as voice acting can be different.
Mm.
Yeah. But in any case, hey, if you like it, take a look at it. Season 2, Kung Fu Panda.
And another TV show is Velma. I mentioned it previously on this channel. I think I did. You know what I'm realizing? Some of those videos we didn't release. So some of the things that we're saying that we previously discussed,
We didn't.
we didn't. They'll never know.
Unless we release like a
Yeah,
from the vault.
I was thinking of doing that eventually.
I think so too.
Yeah. So
Even
anyway,
that first one, where your head's all small.
my head's small today too.
Okay.
I mean, it's small every day.
Yeah. You're also in a nightgown. Would you be
We'll
okay
see.
with them?
We'll see.
Okay. Cool. Maybe we can remaster it like George Lucas. Put you on a shirt. CG.
CG a sweater
Get you
over
a
me.
shirt and big hair. What were you saying?
Velma,
Ah.
which is the Mindy Kaling Scooby-Doo show that's going to be coming to HBO Max January 12th. And it's a new take on Scooby-Doo. Well, Velma's a little bit older now. She's in high school. I think it's going to be a little bit more adult than the original Scooby-Doo series. I don't think Scooby-Doo is going to be anywhere in it. But I do think that some of the rest of the mystery gang may be there in pieces.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mindy Kaling will be voicing Velma, and Velma is now from East, I think they said Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia.
Yeah, Southeast Asian descent now.
Nice.
So,
A different take.
yep, a different take. And
Very
also
cool.
just adding in more diversity,
Yeah.
which, side note, is great as a cosplayer because,
Yeah.
yeah, like when you're searching for someone who's the same color as you and you can't find anybody who's the same color, and I usually look for someone, like, I remember Googling black females in nerddom. Like, I was looking everywhere. The only thing I saw was Josie and the Pussycat Dolls a while ago. But, like, every time I see a new brown person come out, not that I'm the same ethnicity as Velma, but it's just, I know the struggle that I went through looking for someone who was the same color as me. I know that other girls probably go through that same struggle as well.
Yeah.
And people go through that same struggle of trying to find somebody who's the same.
Trying to find themselves in
Yeah.
the stuff that they enjoy watching.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Cool.
So yeah, I like that they're changing it up.
Yeah. You said she's older and she's in high school?
Yeah.
When you said that, I'm wondering,
How old
were
was
those
she
kids?
before?
How old were these kids going into spooky houses with guys and bed sheets with axes chasing after them?
Maybe she's not actually older. Maybe they meant
Okay.
that this was for an older audience.
Okay.
Because the
I was
original
concerned.
article I said that this was an adult. This was an adult
Adult
Scooby Doo or an adult take or an adult
Okay.
sort of thing.
Adult spin.
But then I did see that
She's in high school.
she's still in high school.
Okay.
So was she like? Was Shaggy
teenager?
the only one who had a driver? Who was Freddie Prinze Jr.? Was he
Shaggy
driving?
should not be driving, okay?
What'd you
That's
say?
for Shaggy. Does not need to be driving, all right? Just
Just watch the dog.
you just hang out there with Scoobs, okay? Here's some snacks. All right, but they did have a kids show, Scooby Doo, when they were kids
Oh.
that we used to watch. Not we, but my brothers and I, and it was fun. And I don't think there were any axes in that one.
Axes.
Yeah, there were like in the Scooby Doo show. There was like guys with axes. And
Oh, trying to kill him.
trying to kill somebody. I don't remember that episode, but it was dicey. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. It's time to wrap this thing up. I never practice these
You
outros.
did practice
I
it
did.
this time.
I half-heartedly practiced it. Well, in any case, that's what I meant to say. Love Bear, this has been another dose of nerd news. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Hey, if you liked it, you should maybe like it and consider subscribing. We're hoping to get to the point where we can do this live. We have to have a certain number of subscribers to do that. But hey, subscribe just to get those notifications of us getting out new shows. Speaking of which, press that little bell if you decide to subscribe.
So you can get a notification if we do start live streaming.
Yeah. Yep. All right, well, like I said, that's been your weekly dose of nerd news. Until next time, I'm Jason.
And I'm Air Bear.
And we'll see ya.
I'm also slithering.
Oh, that's true. I want one of those. Clink!
I looked for a Hufflepuff one. There were none.
Okay, I'm glad you looked.
I did look.
Okay.
Yeah. I looked at 2 different stores, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you guys care about this? See you next time.